good afternoon. You've tuned into ET Now, and this is Markets at Noon with Mishra. Along with me, I have Ankita. Very good afternoon to you, Ankita. And if you look at the markets, yes, we've given up those gains to talk of the benchmark indices. In fact, the broader markets also have actually seen a tad bit of underperformance over the last 1 hour. Remember, the broader...
Let me get on board Ajit Mishra, who's the SVP Research, Religare Broking, who's joining in to weigh in on the construct of the market and the way forward. Hi, Ajit. Good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Ajit, we did see a gap-up opening coming in. In fact, Nifty Bank hit its all-time high, but we have managed to succumb to the selling pressure. In fact, there is a profit booking coming in thereafter. Tell us, what are the levels that you're working with on Nifty and Nifty Bank that give you some semblance of comfort in the market that here on the positive trend is intact? What are the levels to watch out for?
Yeah, hi, good afternoon. So yes, we are seeing volatility continuing in the markets, means the last 2 weeks of consolidation, and this week also we started on a volatile mood yesterday, and we are seeing a similar trend on the Sensex expiry day. So currently, Amita, we are struggling around, or I would rather say that holding around the short-term averages, 20 EMA on the daily chart, so which is the key area to watch out for on the closing basis, which currently exists around 24,600 mark. In case if Nifty fails to hold this level, then probably we can see further consolidation with the bias on the negative side and Nifty drifting towards 24,400 or maybe lower. Until we break this mark, probability is there that we might again see an attempt of recovery with Nifty testing 24,800, 25,000 mark in the near future. For all this to happen means, especially on the positive side, banking performance is critical. Today we made a new high. Initially we saw that buying interest emerging, but now we are again seeing some profit taking around 56,000 mark in the banking index. So until we break this mark of 56,000 decisively in the banking, I doubt that we can see any meaningful trend in the index, in the Nifty index in the near future.
Right, so that's the take when you talk about the Nifty Bank, as well as what the benchmark indices are indicating. Ajit, very good afternoon to you. Cheryl also joining in the conversation. So what's the take coming in for the broader markets? Because, that one is showing resilience. Though no doubt broader markets saw sharper correction when you compare it to the benchmark indices. This is about 2 to 3 months ago. But from there on, even if you look at the bounce back, that has been sharper for the broader markets when you compare it to the benchmark indices. How should one gauge that space? And do you think it is safe not to go ahead and invest right now heavily into the broader markets?
Yeah, good afternoon, Cheryl. So yes, you are right that we have seen the outperformance. But if you see or dig deeper, that you would see that certain themes they have done exceptionally well, which is portraying that the overall index is gaining traction. But broadly, if you see that be it PSUs from the defense, railways, now the PSU banking, selectively from the other sector also, but largely these are certain themes which have done exceptionally well. So yes, until we see some decisiveness or trend resumption in the Nifty index, in the benchmark indices, it's prudent to maintain thematic approach or sector specific approach with a focus on long side, especially in the broader indices. But again, like you rightly said that when we see the correction is also equally sharper. So be very strict with your stop losses and focusing on where still we have favorable risk to reward ratio. That is something that one should look out for fresh positions.
Speaking of which, Ajit, what are your picks? You mentioned long positions in the broader market, of course, very sector specific. So what would be your long positions and what are your buy calls then?
Right. So 2 long recommendations basis the sectoral outperformance, or I would rather say that within the sector they are outperforming as of now, or we are seeing some fresh traction. So Bharat Forge has not participated much in this recent run or recovery. So after almost 1.5 months of consolidation, we are seeing a fresh buying pivot formation on the daily chart. So probably 1320 is something the stock might test in the near future. So here one can go long at current levels with 1245 as a stop loss. Another stock from the middle space wherein we are seeing fresh traction, almost like 3 months of consolidation is ended today. So 505 is what we are eyeing in Hind Zinc with stop at 458.
Those are some of the stock picks coming in from Ajit. On that note, thank you so much, Ajit, for being a part of the show to talk about the overall market construct, also sharing your picks with our viewers. But let's move on and let's talk about United Spirits.